Welcome to Anime Weapons, guys. This game just dropped, so it's time for the new Ultimate Beginner's Guide in Anime Weapons so you guys can get pro fast. All right, I am a free-to-play player, but I am giving away game passes, so make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and drop a like. If you guys want to enter in the giveaway, we're going to be doing a giveaway of your choice of a game pass, up to 1,000 Robux when we get this video to 1,000 likes. So like it up and hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get over with tip number one. All right, tip number one is, unlike in most games, remote access is free. So what you can do is you can farm enemies and you can click here, and then you can either remote access into your rank to rank up fast, or you can remote access into a gacha and roll the gacha while you're farming. This is a really great tip for you guys to do two things in one and not have to travel in between worlds, because you can even remote access into other worlds. Like, for example, if I wanted to equip a better avatar or the like. All right. For example, I got that buggy avatar, but it sucks compared to my goated Itachi avatar. All right, next, guys, to farm gold and stuff fast, I recommend you farm whoever you can auto kill. All right, or kill within just a few hits. So you can see this, guys, my gold is going up way faster than if I was just attacking one buggy. All right, and I'm also getting way more shards as well. So always farm like this, unless you just need to do a little bit of a push, and then I can get there. All right, next, guys, this is kind of one, if you're really a noob, you can fuse swords together up to number 3. So while you're auto clapping the enemies, I recommend you try to get the 3-star, and then maybe you move on to something else. All right, that's a great tip for you guys. Also, keep an eye on avatars. Sometimes you miss the green pop-up, and you can always open up this avatar thing and see if you unlocked an avatar. I personally recommend you guys try to get the Itachi avatar. It's very good and very OP. I will show you where that is right now. So if you guys want to get to the secret boss in the Shinobi village, you don't really need to be super strong to beat it. If you are, like, basically as soon as you're able to enter in the desert land, you should be able to beat it. So you want to slide on over here by this, I can't pronounce it, guys. Whatever this is, wherever Kurama is. And you're just going to want to slide around in these rocks, and it's right there by that tree, okay? And he's really easy to beat. You can see we are auto clapping him. Now, if you wanted to, you could AFK farm him, and he will drop you a very, very nice sword, but the drop rate is so low, you can pretty much only do it while AFKing. But I'm going to show you the sword. You can see how OP it is, but you got to get to like a 3-star, and look how crazy that is. You can see what it's basically stronger than my fish sword. I believe it's also stronger than the doe spear too. Yeah, it is. So it's pretty strong, and the 50% damage boost is very nice. All right, guys, my next tip is related to the stars. All right, so the thing is, every time you get to the world, your next stars are basically worthless. All right. So for example, if I manage to pull like Sasuke, actually I'll show you. So I'm gonna pull the epic Garo. So we're gonna remove the auto fuse, and I'm gonna compare it to the last world, right? So let me go grab a Garo real quick. All right. Also, auto open is free in this game, which is pretty nice. All right. So Gar epic, and I'm gonna show you how how bad this is. So if we take a look, you're going to see it's only giving us 70% mastery, right? And if I went over here to the desert land and I pulled the same, it's going to be giving me way more. So let me clear this one out and I'll show you. So what this means for you is it's not worth it to spend a lot of time. If you can go skip to the next world, please do. It's not worth a lot of time wasting your time on fighters. All right. Here we go. Look at that, guys. You're getting double. Okay. So, and it's at the same level as well. Now, I will say the higher worlds do cost a lot more to level up. So keep that in mind as well. But I would say in general, if you are a new player to the game, I wouldn't start opening stars until you start getting stuck, which should probably be around. Yeah. I feel like stars in this game are a little bit overrated. I wouldn't really worry too much about them. All right, next up, guys, the tip is go to the dungeon area. Now, the dungeon area is very, very hard to beat. You're going to want to have close to 1 trillion to get started. However, dungeons give you a ridiculous amount of yen. It is the best yen farm, and that's going to help you because these yen upgrades are very nice to have. So make sure you guys keep an eye on those, and keep an eye on these token upgrades as well. They're going to greatly help you out, and they're not too bad to get. And if you're lucky enough, you can get somebody to carry you through the easy dungeon. You're going to be able to get a ton of mastery in just a few seconds. Okay. And don't forget about this attack area as well. Could be helpful for you if you can manage to get enough tokens. All right, next up, a lot of people are having trouble redeeming the codes. It's up here, guys. I'm going to zoom into the top bar. This is where the code redeem is. A lot of people in my chat were asking me, that's where it is. All right. So if you guys want to redeem codes, I'm going to put all these codes on the screen for you. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll put all the codes on the screen. 1 second. All right, so these are all the current codes in the game. If there's any more codes, guys, they will be in the comment section of this video. So make sure you guys go to the comments. And while you're there, drop a like and a subscribe to help us out. All right, my next tip is just like in Anime Champions and what, you can actually get game passes for free, but they're really hard to get. Now, the game pass I would recommend you guys get first is the fast click. This is going to basically give you 50% more mastery. And I believe it might help with damage as well, but I'm not sure. But very, very, very worth it. All right, it is a crazy grind, though, to get those game passes. So keep that in mind. It's not for the faint of heart. All right, next up, guys, is autofuse. Don't forget to use it. It's going to be very helpful. You can just click autofuse, and then you can select who you want to autofuse into. And don't do what I did. You see that? Make sure an option is selected, or your inventory is going to fill up fast. And another tip, guys, is it's usually worth it if you're down bad for gold. If you want to level up your champions, stars, or whatever, you want to go to a lower world to level them up. All right, that's just the quirk of how this game works with the EXP. If you just want to just chill and level up a fighter, it's going to be pretty easy to do. So that's what I recommend. Wow, I just pulled a mythic right there. And it's basically giving us dang near the same amount of XP as the other ones. So pretty good there. All right, my next tip, guys, is subscribe and like the video and check out my channel. I'm going to have lots of giveaways, etc., to help you out. In my last video, we gave away the starter pack, and that's very helpful. So if you guys need a game pass, comment down below. Every time we hit a subscriber milestone, we hook it up with giveaways and the like. So make sure you guys come to the streams as well for a higher chance to win. All right, also another tip is save your stats. These are kind of hard to get, but what I like to do is I like to reset them and go full into damage if I need a push to like the next world. So that's kind of what I used to do in games like Anime Eternal. So that's what I recommend. But I would kind of save these until you're really getting stuck and only use them if you need just a little bit of a push to get to the next world. Also, guys, I want to give a big shout out to my top fans from my stream. We were streaming for like 4.5 hours playing this game. So shout out to Vibes, D-Dem, and Zeno, Fireblast, Shadow, Sad Crater, Cosmic Viper, Gabby, Freeze You Dead, and Galactic, and Tracy as well for being the top 10 on the stream. All right, my next tip is be careful with these swords because sometimes they give you a lot of damage and you might want to use that to your advantage. So don't always just sell them. Sometimes you might want to keep the shark sword. But another tip is, guys, if you take a look, the damage does not go up when you star it. You see that? 40% at 0 stars, 40% at 3 stars. So only level up your swords if you want to increase their mastery, not their damage. So that might save you some time. So what I recommend is you get a shark sword, but you don't level it up. All right, so another tip, guys, is you can go to the index and auto delete the weapons. So that way, once you have the 3-star, you no longer need to get any more. So you can just sell them and they're not going to clog up your inventory. All right, my next tip, guys, is the secret boss location. So this is where the aura is. You want to go down here and right there, guys. So that is the secret location for World 2 boss. You're going to see how much health he has, though. He has 80 SX health, which is absolutely wild. And those are his drops. So he's going to drop some pretty cool stuff, but obviously it's going to be very hard to get. So that is where the World 2 secret is. So hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later for my Noob to Pro series. It's going to be crazy. We've got a whole hour episode for you. It's going to be a banger. Catch you guys soon for that.